The world's gone topsy-turvy. Even Penny Wong, the radical hard-left, pro-Palestinian, open borders, climate change cultist who stands in direct opposition of everything Donald Trump stands for, well, even she has got her knickers in an ideological twist.
I had the privilege of attending the inauguration and being just a few seats back from watching the President speak. I want to say, first, on behalf of the country, we congratulate President Trump on his inauguration. It was an honour and a privilege for me to be there. As you say, it's the first time the Australian Foreign Minister has been invited, and I was very honoured to represent our country at such an important event.
I can't believe it. Peter Dutton was right to call her out.
Have I missed something, or was Penny Wong always a strong opponent and hater of Donald Trump? And now somehow she's a great champion of the Trump administration. It's a government of incompetence and fraud.
But has Penny really changed her spots? Well, here's a bit of footage of the moment Donald Trump announced the release of the Israeli hostages after 470 days of pure hell, and everyone in the room immediately stood up to applaud. But look closely at the bottom left of the screen there, and you'll see someone who suspiciously looks to be Penny Wong. Well, she's one of the very last to get to her feet.
The hostages in the Middle East are coming back home to their families.
Well, perhaps Penny wasn't paying attention. Maybe she was checking her emails on her iPhone, or maybe she was suffering from cramp. Either way, Trump derangement syndrome is still clearly with us. Here's a quick compilation of the maddest, craziest, loopiest lovies I could find.
Our new president has declared on day one of his presidency that our country will no longer recognize any gender aside from male or female. As a non-binary person who lives in the United States of America, I'm a New Yorker. I live in New York. I'm not going anywhere. I love this city. All right. Okay. So if I'm no longer a human, legally speaking, of course, I might as well have fun.
My name is Scarlett Kelly, and I am officially declaring war on the Republican Party. If you are a Republican on TikTok and you want to interact with me, you deserve to die.
Donald Trump was inaugurated at 12, and just a few minutes ago, he has now claimed that there will only be the male and female gender that will be recognized in America.
Will the coalition government remain in the Paris Accord?
Yes, we will, and I've said that before.
Oops, sorry, that last crazy lefty was in fact the Australian opposition leader Peter Dutton. Talk about getting his knickers in a twist. Australian prosperity and Australia's economic future has just been thrown a magnificent lifeline by Donald Trump. We can happily pull out of the Paris Accord without a worry in the world, abandon net zero and make Australia great again, all with the blessing of our greatest ally. But it appears Mr Dutton has been instead listening and pandering to the bedwetting climate cultists within the Liberal Party. Big, big mistake, Mr Dutton. Meanwhile, the meltdown continued on over at CNN, where, heaven forbid, they were afraid Donald Trump might actually be normal.
This is not a normal election, and we should not normalize this guy. If you have to show up, go. I don't have any problem if you choose to do so. But I do have a problem with the idea that Democrats want to continue to normalize something that should not be normalized.
How's that for Trump derangement syndrome, ongoing Trump derangement syndrome from the former Biden booster network? God love them. They copped a lashing of their own the other day too. Have a look at this dig served up on air by Republican Tim Burchett.
This is not Fox, Congressman. You can't just spin a tail and pull the wool over people's eyes. Yeah. This is CNN. This is the news. We're asking you to come on and tell the truth.
And that's why more people are watching the Cartoon Network SpongeBob reruns right now, Jim.
A moment of comedy gold in this mad, mad world.